north, then turn right onto West Adams Street.
All right.
Drive southeast. Then, in 200 feet, turn right onto North Morton Street.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
Drive southeast, then turn left. In a quarter mile, turn right onto Breckenridge Street.
No, it's all right. We're going to King Street. Well, good morning, everyone. Here we are in Franklin this morning. We got a couple things going on today. Something really important.
Street, US 31.
As you can see, we have 10 to go for for a fellow gig tuber that I am supporting to reach that 1,000 milestone, and that's a very important milestone. It was one that I hit not too long ago that got me where I am for monetization, and we're going to see if we can get her there today so that she can get monetized. So,
187 West King Street, Franklin,
okay.
Indiana,
So let me go ahead and show you. We're here on Franklin.
On the right.
This is my second order today. Had a $7 order earlier from Taco Bell, and now we got this $4 1 mile Speedway offer. So let's go do that. Welcome in to those of you that just come in. We are here in Franklin today, celebrating we got an upcoming tournament here starting Sunday, and we'll be discussing that throughout the live. But today we are going to try to help a fellow gig tuber out get to 1,000.
187 West King Street, Franklin, Indiana 46131. USA is on the right.
Well, hello, Rura from Solomon Islands. Welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Thank you. Thank you very much. I've got an order in the car I'm about to deliver here, so just give me 1 second, and I'll return. Okay, well, we got rid of one. Now we got another one here. We got McDonald's. Okay, which one is that going to be? I wonder if I'm going straight ahead. And that's certainly looking like it. Yes, it is. All right, we're going to King Street. All right, let's go. We're on King Street, so we'll just keep going there. Yeah. Thank you for joining, Rura. Yeah, Rura, if you have a chance today, on my thumbnail is Colleen. Colleen is going for 1,000. She's got an excellent channel, Colleen's Corner. Yeah, those of you that are on here, please check out her channel. It's a very good channel. Someone who has a gift of gab. If there's anything that you want to talk about, that she has someone. She has a listening ear. She has she's a very caring person. And if you ever want to get a chance to listen or have some kind of talk, that's a channel to go to. Colleen's Corner. She only needs 10, so we can help her out there. I've got the Oregon Duck on there because she is from Oregon, and Oregon is a part of the Big Ten, so we're going to be discussing the tournament coming up this Sunday. Okay. This Sunday, the tournament does begin, and I put a post out last night that said, that you can, if you are a subscriber or a member of the channel, either one, I put a post out last night. There are 3 teams of 6, 6 teams on each, and you pick the college that you think is going to win the tournament. And then when you pick a college, then that means that you get to pick one of the cats that's on there. You don't pick the cat team. You got to pick the college on the cat team, okay? But you must be a subscriber to my channel by November 2nd. You must be a subscriber to the channel, because subscribers and members can both be in the tournament. So you'll have to check out my post, and you'll see the pictures. You'll see the pictures of the kiddies. There'll be 3 teams on Team Little One, 3 teams on Team Tot, and 3 teams on Team Little Tiny. You pick one of those colleges, and then you pick one of those colleges, and anyone else who picks colleges from that team, then you guys are teammates. Then whoever wins on the cat teams, that's a separate prize on its own. But what you're really doing is picking the college to see which of those colleges is the team that's going to is going to win the tournament. So, and there's all kinds of prizes along the way, all kinds. If there's a successful dirty stack, that's a separate prize on its own, and it adds to the winnings in both the cat challenge and the college challenge. So it adds to that. So, Karavar, welcome in. Well, you were before me, but that's okay. I'll take it. Thank you. Yeah, you got to the stop sign before I did, so that's all right. Thank you, guys. Got 5 likes so far. Appreciate that. Yeah. Those of you here like Rura that are from all different countries, I certainly appreciate that, because this is a channel that welcomes everyone from all countries, all walks of life, all nationalities. Certainly appreciate that, because that's what we do here. This is a welcoming channel. This is a channel that expresses appreciation, love, support, and being helpful, like I'm trying to be with Colleen's Corner today. She has 10 to go. So I have the, and she's from Oregon. That's why I have the Oregon duck on there to help give support. Even though IU did beat Oregon this year, well, there shouldn't be any hard feelings, because I'm willing to help someone from Oregon reach their milestone just like I got. So, yeah. Once you reach your milestone, especially a milestone as important as this one, it really boosts your confidence, and it helps you go to the next level. Because when you're at the next level, especially when you're dealing with a, with a channel like Colleen's, who just has a listening ear, is willing to talk, can even be up late at night, and talk. That's the kind of person she is. That's one of the reasons why I support that channel big time. So I really much would like for you to check that channel out. But as we go and pick up this order here, also want you to check out my posts so you can see about that tournament. And because it's going to be a fun tournament. This is a tournament that I've been looking forward to for the longest time, because anything can happen now that Uber Eats is a part of it. There's all kinds of ways to win, because any successful dirty stack is going to go to the next level. It's gonna raise the prize. Prizes are raised for any ties that happen. There'll be Rushville dashes there to break the tie for 2 hours. Plus, it also adds to the prize. Any dirty stack adds to the prize. Not only the dirty stack will add to the prize to the college, but it will also add the prize to the cat team too. So there's all kinds of things that can happen here. This is an opportunity for me to give back to you guys for helping me support the channel, because this channel is all about you guys supporting, because without you, there's no way that I would have been able to get where I am right now. And and that's a fact, because this channel would have never even been created had it not been for Chuck at Dashing Across America. We always got to remember the times of when we started, and how we grow our journey to get where we are now. And you always enjoy the journey as well as the destination. And as far as Colleen goes, she started because of another gig tuber that gave her some encouragement to start, and that's Just Roy Delivers, or JD. And if you haven't, please check out his channel too, because if you like satire and finding things that are funny even through the darkest of times, JRD's channel, Just Roy Delivers, that's a channel for you. And that's a channel that I enjoy watching, because someone who can find a silver lining all through through any kinds of issues and make something funny out of it, JRD's one of them. So, but JRD is who got Colleen started. All right, let's go pick up this McDonald's, and I'll be right back. right. Queen, there's Queen. There you go. You're way behind schedule. Yeah, I clicked on there, Queen. I didn't see anybody on there. Usually you're on there, or Sally or Dean, and none of the three of you were on there. I was really surprised. Huh. Anyway. Oh, it's a confirm. Okay, so then that means that it's one of those contactless deliveries. Okay. But it's not that far. It's just right down the road here. Okay. This guy's parked like right back here, right by it, with the lights on so bright that it's hard to see who might be behind. Okay. All right. Okay, we got this. Let's go down here to this one street down here. It's just right down here. It's not that far. There's also another one on this street right here that's also a frequent customer. Oh, I know who this person is. They had a...
Drive east on Paris Drive. Then turn right onto Paris Drive bypass. Drive west.
No, this customer here, they had a boat that I was kind of interested in. It was a little bit out of my price range. It was a beautiful boat that I would have loved to have taken on the, over on a river or a lake or at the ocean even. But they had a nice little boat. It was just out of my price range.
USA will be on the right.
I mean, it was set up just beautifully. It had, the boat was just, they looked like it was well taken care of. They said it was like 4 years old or something, but they took pretty good care of it, and didn't have any issues with it. And, but it just was a little bit out of my price range, or I probably would have bought it because it was nice. Because I love boats. I just love being on the water, period. And, I'm just hoping to get to that. But right now, let's go ahead and concentrate on this. Get ready for this upcoming tournament and see if we can help our friend. Your kid refused to go to sleep again, and you only had 3 hours of sleep when you did well. Well, Queen, I'll tell you what. If there's an expert who knows anything about 3 hours of sleep or less, having a W-2, well, you're talking to that one right here. So I know what it's like to have only 3 hours of sleep or even less. Because if you have a W-2 and you do like me, where you can be an early bird or a night owl, when it comes to 3 hours of sleep, I'm an expert at that. All right, let me go drop this off and I shall return. Yeah, it was one of those contactless delivery things. That's the reason why it took so long. I do not like those because it won't let you, let's say unless you, get a hold of the person or at least get a voicemail, it makes you call it and it doesn't close it out unless that call is, is done. Even if you receive the instructions, it still makes you call, which is kind of ridiculous, but, because I thought this contactless delivery was a thing of the past, but apparently not. All right, well, I got a $6 McDonald's going 4 miles, but it's going on all the way on the other side of town. So pay no attention to the miles, just like Chuck at Dashing Across America would say. I'm gonna say. Oh, hello, let's play Roblox. Welcome in. Yeah, there's a couple of good channels that are Roblox channels, and yeah, I'm just you just have to look around if you see some of those. I mean, I don't really get in. I'm not really into that though, so that's why I don't really. I'm not into that Roblox stuff. Unfortunately, I don't really have time for it anyway because I'm either at my W-2 all the time or I'm doing this. So, but anyway, okay, I'm going to probably go this way. I think it'll be faster to go this way. I think it will. Yep. So we will. I just have a few minutes before they start really being concerned about about your speed over here by the school. So that doesn't start till like 7 o'clock, and I got 15 minutes. So, all right. But I appreciate you all joining here. Let's see who else was here. Yo, okay. But yeah, I hate those contactless deliveries anymore. I mean, I know it's not really contactless delivery. I mean, the only way they do. Hey, AX77Z, welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Yeah, we're here in Franklin this morning. I'm going to go pick up an order at McDonald's over here on the other side of town, and deliver it like maybe a mile down the road. Like I said, it's like 4 miles just to get here. It's $6 for 4 miles, and it's almost 4 miles to get to this McDonald's here from where I was. So pay no attention to the miles. So, but yeah, we're here. Just mentioning that the tournament starts this Sunday. And if you have not, I made a post to where you can choose a team, but you must be a subscriber to my channel in order to participate. So, because when you pick a team, you can either be a subscriber or a member, whichever one. Say, what's the name of my car? I have a Chevrolet. That's what I have. There's Sally. Welcome in, Sally. Hope you're feeling better. I was sorry to see you at that facility. I don't like to say the name. That's why I say facility, because I've seen my share of that with my parents. And yeah, years ago. So I don't like to say that word. I like to say facility. So, but yeah. I hope you're doing better, and I hope that things are getting for you, Sally. Sally, if you have not seen, if you go live today, please support Colleen if you would. She only has 10 to go. Colleen's got a fantastic channel, and I want to see her get monetized today. So, or if not today, at least no later than Friday. So that's like 3 days away. So I really would like to see Colleen get monetized. She has an excellent channel. She's very talkative, just like you. 10 till 1,000. Yep, it said there, 10 to go. 10 to go. It's 3 p.m. in your country. Okay, well, it's almost 7 here. So, yeah, in your country. So, yeah, you're on almost on the other side of the world. So you're like 8-9 hours. Okay, yeah. But I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you guys coming from all over the world, any country, all that. I support everybody, all around the world. No matter where you are from, you are welcome on this channel. From any country, any nationality, all walks of life, you're welcome on this channel, because that's what we do here. We support everyone because everyone has a purpose. Everyone has a destiny, and everyone has something that they want to accomplish in their life. And if any of us can help with that, that's what we do. You're from Iraq. Okay, all right, welcome to those from Iraq. I appreciate that. I've had several from Iraq visit my channel, and I certainly appreciate it. I mean, no matter what happened in the past, I leave the past where it is. And, I accept things that happen today. And everyone from Iraq, you are welcome on this channel. So I certainly appreciate those of you, say, and from Iraq and from anywhere, it doesn't matter where you are. I certainly appreciate it, because you have no idea what that means to me. Because, it is such a privilege to be able to talk to everyone around the world through this technology. And it's absolutely wonderful that we can do that. So I certainly give a warm welcome to those. So those of you that are in Iraq that are watching with him, I welcome you guys here. It's very much appreciated. All right, let's go get this McDonald's order here. Usually, even if I'm right here, usually it says that I've arrived at the store. Well, I'm surprised it hasn't said that yet. So. But yeah, see, don't you need gas? You've been driving for a while. That's it. I fill up my tank before I go. That's how we do it. I don't. No, I fill up my tank. Yeah, usually the average for for a day's work is usually about $20 in gas. So that's about $7. Hey, we got Dean. All right, Dean. We got Dean doing his famous memberships. All right, let's I know we're almost at McDonald's, but let's go ahead and let's support Dean and his gifted memberships, guys. So let's get Goldie's song on. Here we go. There's for Dean. I'm hoping to play this tonight if we can get Colleen over to if we can get Colleen to her 1,000. Thank you, Dean. Hey, Dean, if you go live today, say we're in support of Colleen. Colleen has 10 to go. If we can get her there today and we can do it live, then when Colleen goes on, she'll know that we did it live. So that's what we do. Say Snoop Dogg song. Hey, it's Snoop. Yeah, Snoop Dogg's got some good stuff. Yeah, well, yeah, he's got some pretty good stuff. All right, guys, I'm here at McDonald's right now. I got to go pick up this order, so I'll be right back. All right, let's go ahead and take this receipt photo here. All right, you guys know that vegan teacher, so she can't be monetized today, but she wants to make it to 1,000. I get it. I said, yeah, she may not get fully monetized, Sally, but if she gets through that threshold, okay, When you reach that 1,000, then your channel expands even more. You'll expand to a bigger audience. Then the bigger audience you get, then you'll get those watch hours just like that. Yeah. If her channel expands, then she can have as many as like 100 or 200 watching her at the same time. Especially with the kind of channel that she has, that's exactly what what can happen to her. I mean, the watch hours will come once she gets that threshold. That watch hours will come, and we're still going to be watching her channel anyway. Okay, Aberdeen. Okay, I know where that is. That's up there. Okay, that's up that way. Okay. Is he going to deliver to a house? Yes, I will be delivering this order to a house. This is just like pizza delivery, only it's food. You do it with McDonald's or Taco Bell or any of those places, just like pizza. Or you can even do groceries. Like if you have a, Kroger, Meijer, Kroger, or Walmart, any of those places. But Walmart, for DoorDash is not, it's not.
Drive northwest, then turn right onto North
Because
Warren
Walmart
Street.
has its own, that's Spark. So, all right.
Continue for 1.5 miles.
So, yeah. Shannon's here. Okay, Shannon. Welcome in. Yeah, Shannon's, one regular that's on my channel. Appreciate that. How many dollars do you get? It just depends. What happens is if it was AX, what happens is that, okay, it's just like, you get a dollar amount DoorDash or Uber Eats, whichever one that I have. What they do is they send you an order, and it shows the dollar amount. It shows, how much your order will be. That includes includes what your tips are potentially to be. Sometimes your tips may be more. It just depends. But yeah, once you get it, then you decide, seeing that and how many miles it is, you have to find out, does it make sense to deliver? I mean, are you going to accept, $4 going 7 miles? Most likely no. That's something that you would turn down. But if you got $4 going 1 mile, that's different. Okay, you're getting your money's worth there. So, but this one here, I paid no attention to the miles because I had, I'm getting $6 for this, and it was 6 miles, but I had to drive all the way down here to pick it up, and it's only like 1.5 miles going up this way to drop it off. So it really wasn't that bad an order. And plus, at this time of morning, I like to stay busy, so this really wasn't that bad. And then when I can come back here, I'll be over there by Meijer. If they have a Meijer order for me, then I can pick it up. So I mean, it just determines as to what makes sense for you to take. And are you going to be in a place after you deliver it? Are you going to be close to restaurants or a store or something like that to where you can get that next order? So yeah. Said you don't get over $10. Oh yeah, you certainly do. Yeah, sometimes you'll get offers that are like $13 or $15 or something. Sometimes you'll get orders that are like that. Yeah, it just depends on what it is. Yeah, it depends on what it is. I even had $35 Aldi orders. I had to shop for somebody and spend like maybe 45 minutes shopping, but it was worth the money because it was $35 going only 11 miles. That's not bad. Not at all. I mean, yeah, you got to consider the time that you shop though. So that too plays into a figure. I mean, if you're going to accept a shopping order, you got to look at how many items that you're shopping for. And you got to figure how much time it's going to take for you to do that, and then the miles that you're going to drive to get, to that person. Is it worth taking the offer for? Is it really worth your time? Because this is all about time and how you can utilize your time to get those deliveries done faster, and so you can get the next one. Because that's how it is with this. You want to hurry up, get it delivered, and get that next one. That's how you make your money. You make your money that way. There's Yvonne. Welcome, Yvonne. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we got those that are joining there today. Yeah, Yvonne, if you didn't know, I got on my thumbnail, Colleen's Corner. She needs only 10 to get her 1,000 mark today. So I'm hoping that we can get it, if not today, within the within the next 3 days. So I was hoping that we can get there. So that would be really great. Oh, there we go. Somebody just ran the red right there. Yep. Yeah, we caught somebody running it. Oh, well, they say, oh, it was yellow. I said, nope, that was red when you went there. You should have been slowing down when you saw that yellow. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Anyway, we're getting ready to go and deliver this. All right. But yeah, since Colleen is from Oregon, Oregon, of course, we know is a part of the, is a part of the Big Ten. So, I mean, that just kind of makes it a double thing to make it work. Even though Indiana beat Oregon this, in football, it's a no hard feelings thing. It's what we do. We support one another regardless. So it's just like it's a conference. Okay, even though you're going against each other in the conference, once that conference stuff is ready to if you're going up against other conferences, who are you basically going to try to root for if you're not the one that's competing? You're gonna support your conference. At least I would hope you would. So, because you guys are all one thing as a conference. Even though I enjoy watching the Big Ten beat up on each other as far as games is concerned, because in the Big Ten, and it's been proven over the years, that it does not matter what rank you are, you can beat anybody at any time. So, all right, AXX, thank you for joining, and you're welcome at any time. And you can participate in the tournament if you want to. So all you got to do is make sure you're subscribed to my channel by the 2nd of November, and we can enter you in the tournament. All you got to do is pick a team, and you got a chance to win something. So, yep, that's how it works. So anyway, okay. It's not wanting me to it's not wanting me to take this entrance, because this is the first entrance I can take, but or is it going to make me go down here? Yeah, this is the entrance. There's another entrance down there it wanted me to take last time, but I guess it wants me to go this time because it's one little U circle. Well, it's not it's more like a U shape.
700 feet, 1180 North Aberdeen Drive, Franklin, Indiana 46131. USA will be on the left.
Yeah, it's down here near the end. All right. You haven't even chosen a team yet. Well, you got until the second. So, yeah, when you got until the second, because remember, when you choose a team, then you're on that Cats team also. So it's basically 2 chances to win.
Aberdeen Drive, Franklin, Indiana 46131. USA is on the left.
Okay, it's the next one. All right. Yeah, right here. Okay. All right, I'll be right back. I tried calling for a while now. I said I had gone to latest at home while at work yesterday. Well, that's awesome. That's fantastic. All right. All right, so we'll head back over there now. Just go around the U-tail. What we got here? Ah, very good. Starbucks at $6. Going 2 miles. We'll take it. That's $3 a mile.
Then turn right.
Okay. Yeah, this is, I usually do pretty good here in Franklin on a Tuesday. I mean, Tuesday is one of those days, that, it's either a feast or famine. I mean, most days you don't do well on a Tuesday, but here I seem to do okay on Tuesdays. And I've proven that last, a couple of times. I mean, it's still going, and I like that. And it's not going to be that far from where that Starbucks is. So, yeah, I'm kind of liking this so far. All right. But yeah, that's, I mean, see. Hey, there's Roy. Yeah, Roy, yes, did you see, we're supporting Colleen, the one that you, Roy, got started. You were the one that encouraged Colleen to get started. So honestly, when she hits that 1,000, guess who also gets the credit for it? You do. Okay. Had it not been for your encouragement, she wouldn't have started that channel. So you get just as much credit for that as she does. So, and also, Roy, if you want to join the tournament, I put a post out last night, and you got a chance to pick any of those teams that you want to pick, to enter the tournament. So that, and the tournament starts Sunday. So you got until Sunday to pick the tournament. So, but anyway, like I said, Colleen gets that 1K. You get just as much credit as she does because you're the one who got her started. So you always got to remember when you hit your milestone, you always remember who or what helped you get started, because that person also gets credit, because they helped you get started. And that's just the way it works. That's the way, it's the way I see it. And that's the way, yep. You see. And guys, those of you that are on here, you want to talk about a channel. I mentioned it. I mentioned him earlier when I picked up the McDonald's on the other side. You want to talk about a channel that you can have fun with? Just Roy Delivers. Yeah. Full of satire, can, turn, problems into something funny. And there's music and fun and all kinds of things on that channel. So, I mean, it usually at 2 o'clock, usually at 11 o'clock Pacific time, which is 2 o'clock Eastern time. And you just figure out from there. Yeah, definitely a channel to definitely check out. I mean, if you're looking for fun and laughter, Just Roy Delivers, that's the channel for you. So, yeah. Yeah, when you come to my channel, and I recommend other channels to you, especially those in blue, they have my seal of approval. If they have my seal of approval, that means that they're a good channel for you to check out, because there's something about that channel that you can resonate with. And that's just how it is with me. Yeah. I mean, some of those are out there just for them to, to get their channel out and for them to get... it's all about them, but on this channel, it's not like that. No, this channel is the support of everyone in the community, because it's the community that makes it happen, not just one person. One person cannot do it all. Some might think that, but one person cannot do it all. They can't. They cannot do it by themselves. Because even the really good teams is not run by just one person. It's a team effort. And if you're a team player, regardless of whether you're star caliber or not, if you're a team player and you allow others on your team to take the spotlight every now and then and give them some credit for your success, that's what makes a team, and that's what makes the team successful. It's not just one person. Yeah, you're welcome, Roy. I appreciate Roy, I appreciate you, and I appreciate your channel. I just wish that at the time you go on, a lot of time, if you're going on at 11 o'clock, if I'm doing my W-2, which I'll be doing the next 3 days, it's hard for me to watch you because I have to sleep during the day. And, that's why you haven't really seen me that much, is because if you're on at that time, I'm at my, if I have to be at my W-2, that's my sleep time, unfortunately. And, it's kind of rough. But after my 3 days this week, then I will be on vacation the next week. So starting Sunday, then I'll be on vacation that whole week. But during that time, the tournament's going to be in full force. So because the official college basketball season starts for all the teams in the NCAA in November. So that's why we're starting November 1st. I mean, there's been some exhibition games, but the official season starts in November, which is why we're starting on the 2nd. So, but okay, we're going over here to Starbucks for a pretty good offer here. $6 going a couple miles. So, ooh. Yeah, I don't like coming down this road sometimes because there's a lot of bumps in it. Okay. Hopefully they have it ready. A lot of times they don't. You got to wait a few minutes, but I think for as far as way as I was, hopefully it will be ready. All right, I'll be right back. All right, 2 bags, okay. Usually you don't get 2 bags from here, but all right, let's do this. Turn that on so I can get it better. Okay. All right, we can't verify the items. And they never give you a receipt. That's the only thing about Starbucks is they don't give you a receipt. Okay. Go through the maze. All right. But at least I can get in there and get this done before the school buses get in there. Because when you're in this apartment complex and then there's a school bus in there, yeah, you'll be waiting a few minutes because it's got a lot of stops in there. See, 2 bags, outrageous. Yeah, for Starbucks, yeah. Well, the other day I had 3 bags for a Starbucks, but it was going to a medical facility. I guess they were having some kind of office party or something. And I was offered $14.75 for that. I mean, from where I was, it was over 6 miles away, but it was $14.75, and I picked it up and delivered to that medical facility, and the $14 ended up being $22. So I ended up getting that was last. I think that was last. What? It was last week sometime. I think it was Thursday. Yeah, I think it was Thursday. Yeah. Yeah, it was last Thursday I had that order. It was really good. Yeah, $22 to deliver 3 bags. But I mean, these bags, I mean, and they weren't these small bags, they were bigger bags. But it was for some office party. So, all right, let's go and
Drive south on West 31.
So we go through this
Then,
apartment
in a quarter
complex
mile,
right here.
Turn right onto Cedar Lane.
So it's good to get this done before the school buses get in here.
Turn right onto Cedar Lane.
All right.
In 700 feet, you will arrive at 2013 Cedar Lane, Franklin, Indiana 46131, USA.
Okay, which way is you telling me to go here? I assume you're telling me to go this way. Yep, okay.
You have arrived at 2013 Cedar Lane, Franklin, Indiana 46131, USA.
Yeah, I think this is a frequent customer here too. I just got to wait for this person to back out. One thing I don't like being in here too is like your, especially with these apartments, your lights are flashing inside windows, and you know, you don't want to wake people up, but because I don't like to do that. Okay, let's go right here. All right. Yep, these people order all the time. All right, I'll be right back. All right, well, as I was delivering that, I got a Meyer offer that I turned down because it was $3.50 going 5 miles, picking up 10 items. No, that is not worth my time, and that is not worth $3.50. So, okay. All right, now that I will do. Okay, that I will do.
Drive south on Cedar
Because
Lane.
that's more than $2 a mile.
Turn right onto
So
North
that I will do.
Market
Hey,
Street.
Welshman, welcome in, Welshman.
Then turn left
Appreciate
to
you
stay on Cedar
joining.
Lane.
Yep. There was somebody on my live the other day that I mentioned you. They were from close to where you were, and I said, hey, we need to check out Welshman's channel. I said, if you guys are, if you're from close to where to where you are, I said, hey, you need to check out that channel. I said that channel is a very supportive channel and a channel for you to check out, and because that's what I do. I do that. I recommend anyone that's in blue. I recommend you because, you might have something that you might resonate with. So, all right, well, appreciate you joining. Okay, we're gonna go shop since Kroger became a part of the shopping. We're going to be shopping at Kroger for once. So let's go do that real quick. Yeah, I've never shopped at Kroger here for a DoorDash, so let's just see what it's like. I have shopped at Kroger in Shelbyville, but I have not shopped at Kroger here. So I'm kind of glad that they do have that. They do have that here. I think they want, 8 items or something. I think it was 8 items. That's not that bad. I mean, I will definitely take the $9.50 for it though, because it's more than $2 a mile. So that makes it all worth it. I'm so glad I turned that $3.25 down, because that was not worth my time. Close enough. All right. You're welcome. Trying to buy food, but homeless guys keep following me and steering me. Any tips? Well, I mean, it's when it comes to, see, I used to be in that position. See, who was it? Jovi. I was in that position in 2013, but I never begged anybody for anything. I just knew that I just had to figure out ways to, to do it myself, because I had to try to figure out how can I do it without bothering people. But I mean, I would just, as far as that's concerned, I mean, if there's anything that you might be able to do to, to assist them in one way or another, but you don't want to keep doing it consistently, because then they'll just keep coming back. But again, you don't want that either. So, but I would just, kind of, in a say politely say, hey, I'm just, I said, I don't carry, any cash or anything with me, so there's no way I can help you, because, you don't do that on this anyway. See, that's why I don't do cash on carry. I don't do that because, that's, because it's just not safe for you to do that. So, all right. Yeah, you just don't carry cash with you. And that's what I don't. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. I can park up here.
Turn left.
We're in Kroger, so. All right, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little shop here for a couple minutes. It shouldn't be that long. Okay. 1. Okay, got that taken care of. Okay. Okay. Hey, Heather, welcome in. Richard and Olive, welcome in. Appreciate you all joining. Sorry I had to go and do that. Oh, I got to take that receipt picture. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay. All right. Welcome, Heather. I just had to go do this shopping real quick. Of course, it always has to have a case of water. Okay. All right. So we'll go over here and go deliver to this one little neighborhood down here. So yeah, had to go take care of that real quick. Of course, it always has to have a case of water, but that's okay. All right. Yeah, those of you guys that are on there, remember you can sign up for the tournament. The tournament begins on the post that I posted yesterday. Tournament begins Sunday. You just pick one of those 18 teams from from one of 3 teams, and then that will be your team throughout theirs, and you will also be on that particular Cats team as well. So, and just remember, there's lots of chances to win during this, because it's not like it was last year to where you just wait for the one team to do what it needs to do. There's lots of chances to win. Any successful dirty stacks, that's surprises of themselves, not only for that team, but also for the Cat team as well. And then if there's any ties of any teams throughout the tournament, then that will also be we'll just go this way through the since I have to go to that one street. So all right. But we're having a pretty good day here in Franklin so far. All right, get the directions and we'll be on our way.
Drive east on Lamley Street, then turn left onto North Main Street. Turn left onto North Main Street.
So just remember our main objective today, even though the tournament is coming up, the main objective today is to get Colleen, who is only 10 away from from the magic 1,000. We need to try to help her get there, because that's a really big milestone, and it's definitely a huge accomplishment. And for someone who is deserving of getting to that point, Colleen is definitely deserving for the kind of channel that she has. A very caring person, someone willing to listen. Just loves to talk. There's, those are good channels. Those who like to talk, and it's definitely a channel to check out and help her get to that milestone. So let's do it. All right, let's do this.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Graham Street.
All right, guys, this is it's not too bad a morning here so far in Franklin. Yeah, this is a neighborhood that wow, you guys, I don't like that when they turn on that street, because you don't know if they're going to turn an immediate left or not. That can cause a real big problem. I think that what they should figure out to do is maybe put a nice little roundabout here. I think a roundabout there, would be ideal, because that can be a problem if you don't know exactly where someone's going to turn there. Yeah, I think they need to think about putting a roundabout there. Because then that way, if you have a roundabout, then if somebody needs to go over that way, they can, and then they can just go around, and then you wouldn't have any issues there. Yeah, I think that's a place that needs to do a roundabout. So I don't know who I would talk to about that. I think that's something that they should work on. I know that would be a problem for all those people over there that live in that area, but I think for the safety of those that turn that corner right there, I think a roundabout is an ideal thing to put there, and I think that's something that they should consider, for the safety of the residents.
Take the third exit onto Commerce Parkway.
Yeah. Because I'm one that's all about safety and all about, everybody getting to where they need to be. And if there's they put, roundabouts in places where I really don't think they need them. But a roundabout there, I think is something that I think is essential. I don't know how they're going to do it with that railroad tracks, though. That's that might be an issue there. But I don't like that turn right there. I just don't think that it's really not safe. I know there's something they can do. I know there's something they can do there.
Enter the roundabout and take the third exit onto Hurricane Road.
Safety is essential, because, if somebody's turning there and then somebody doesn't know to go, at the right time, because there are those that are in a hurry that just don't pay attention, and then, they're going to end up, T-boning somebody over there because somebody wasn't paying attention. And I think if there's some ways they can prevent that, then I think that would be safer for all the residents around that area. And I know everybody would feel a lot safer, but again, you got a train track right there. How are you going to do that? Yeah. I'm sure, if some of these lawmakers and stuff, I'm sure they probably could, find something they could do to figure that out, because it's for the safety of their residents. And if safety of your residents is a priority, well, I think that little intersection right there should be a priority, because, there's a school down that area, and I think that would be ideal, to look for a little bit of safety over there. But again, how are you going to do that with a train track? That's going to be a question, and I know they would raise that up. Well, you definitely can't move the train track, but I don't know how you do that. But something has to be done to that area, because that just is not a safe intersection.
In a quarter
It
mile,
just isn't.
turn left onto Brookshire Drive.
All right. This is where we're turning here.
Turn left onto Brookshire Drive. In 800 feet, enter the roundabout and take the second exit onto Brookshire Drive.
All right.
Enter the roundabout and take the second exit onto Brookshire Drive. Exit the roundabout onto Brookshire Drive. In 400 feet, 867 Brookshire Drive, Franklin, Indiana 46131, USA will be on the left. 867 Brookshire Drive, Franklin, Indiana 46131.
Yeah, I can't park over
USA
there,
is on
so-
the left.
Requested you leave the order at their door. They added the following instructions. Leave at my door.
Okay, so I guess it's that one up there. Okay. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Okay. All right. We're at $41 right now. Yeah. That's more than I would have from 6 to 8. So, yeah, that's really good, guys. I mean, that's more than what I usually do. Man, somebody hit that stop sign? Looks like they must have. Because it's been over there almost to the tree. That's not good. They had to put one down there at the bottom so everybody could see it, because that thing was bent over the tree. How can you do that, though? You're just not paying attention, or I mean, this is a nice little neighborhood, but you really got to be careful in here. I mean, there's some curves that if you're not careful, that you're not going to see where the stop signs are and everything, and then you're going to be doing something like that, especially when it's wet outside. And luckily, it hasn't been wet lately, so of course that might change here pretty soon. But all right. Start heading back, maybe we'll get something. But that was it was a nice little small shop order. That was not too bad. But it's going to be a little bit before I get back up to the shopping that I need to be, because I've had a couple of customers not be or at least one in particular that was not honest about about a recent delivery. They're saying the item was wrong or missing, which neither one of them were true. And so I'm going to get on with DoorDash, and I'm going to ban that person from me ever delivering to them again, because I'm not dealing with that. When it comes to shopping, if the scanner takes it, then that means it's correct. And for someone to say that it's not correct, even after the scanner says it and DoorDash takes their side, that's wrong. And every order that I take, I make sure that is A, out of the cart, and B, is out of my car and it's on their doorstep. And for them to say that it's not there, hey, Orange Luke, welcome in. Yeah, Orange Luke. Yeah. So when I will be contacting them, and it doesn't help that the company that makes the product changes, so it's going to pretty much be the same thing. Yeah, and like I said, I already talked to support one time and told them how unethical that program is. And, I call them the second time, and I'm going to say, those that have said that it's either A, wrong, or, or missing, I said, and say, you guys are going to take their side regardless, okay? I mean, the dasher is always wrong in your mind. So, I mean, I know that, what I say here isn't going to make any difference because you guys are always going to take the customer's side because the dasher is always wrong. Okay, in your mind, whether the dasher is right or not, whether the dasher is 100% right and the customer is 100% wrong, you're always going to take the customer's side because the customer is what pays your bills. The dasher doesn't pay your bills, the customer does. So you're going to take the customer's side and you're going to say that, the dasher is 100% wrong, and the dasher is a bad dasher and a really poor shopper. So it's an unethical program that needs to be dropped. And those people that are lying through their teeth, I'm going to ask that they be banned, that I never shop for them ever again, or anybody else ever shop for them ever again. Because if they're gonna be any kind of misrepresentation on any way, whether it's wrong or it's a product they said they didn't get, if that's an issue, then we are going to stop that. Oh, what we got here? Okay, that is not going to happen. They want me to take a $6 Taco Bell to 10 miles to Trafalgar, so that is not going to happen. So we are not going to Trafalgar for $6.50 going 10 miles. We are not going to do that. So someone else is going to do that. Now, had the contest been going on, right now, because then that order would have had to have been accepted because during the contest, now that's going to help me get up to 100%, AR at some point. But during the contest, DoorDash only, all orders are accepted because that's the way it was last year. That's the way it's going to be this year too. That all orders will be accepted, and because you got to be fair to everybody. But when it comes to Uber, if you get an Uber offer, that can be turned down because a lot of those Uber offers are just so outrageous that, there's no way that you can take every single DoorDash offer and take every Uber offer too. You can't do that. So, and I could care less about my acceptance rate on Uber. I mean, my Uber acceptance rate can be 0 for all I care because of the outrageous offers that they give me. Only thing is, I mean, I've accepted the last 2 in a row and I turned it on last night, didn't get a single offer. So, I mean, I don't know basically how that works. I don't know how their algorithm thing is doing, but yeah, but the last 2 offers they gave me, I did accept because they weren't that bad. But yeah, someone else can, someone else can have that Trafalgar offer because it's certainly not going to be me. You want to travel 10 miles to make $6? Go ahead, because it's not me. I'm not doing that. They say, well, you missed a delivery opportunity and it might take 20 minutes for you to get over there. Yes, but that's gas. Sorry, I'm not doing that. Because when you go to Trafalgar, you're going out of your zone. So it's not $6 for 10 miles, it's $6 for 20 miles. Okay, that's what you got to figure. If you're going out of your zone, remember you got to come back to your zone. $6 for $6 for 10 is $6 for 20. No, does not make sense. All right, what we got here? All right, now that makes more sense. Okay, we got 350, but it's going 0.7 miles. Okay, so that is okay. We'll do that one. All right. 0.7 miles, I can have that done in 10 minutes. All right, be right back. Okay, let's see here. All right. Yeah, I was in there with that dasher over here right next to me. He also got that offer to go to Trafalgar, and I said, "You turned it down, didn't you?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "You know that it's not 10 miles, that it's 20 miles." He goes, "Yep, that's right, it is." I said, "That's pretty stupid to take." I said, "Yeah, it is." Okay, we got an order that's going right over here, so I got to get in that turn lane. All right. There's usually somebody that I usually have every time I come here that's in this little neighborhood, but he hasn't ordered yet, so we'll see if he orders later on.
Drive north on North Morton Street, US 31. Then turn left onto Westview Drive.
So, I mean, like I said, even though it was $3.50, I have it done in less than 10 minutes. So, you know, if it have it done less than 10 minutes, I'm showing DoorDash, you know, say, hey, okay, I'm taking an offer that I normally wouldn't take, but I'm only doing it because, you know, I turned down that last one. So now that I took one of these lowball offers that you might think is, you know, is lowball, even though it was less than a mile, you can go ahead and give me a better offer. So sometimes they do that. I mean, I don't like the $3.50, but I don't mind the less than a mile because it's right over here. Then all I got to do is get another order in many places around. So, and this person didn't order much either. They just ordered a couple of small sandwiches. So.
Circle. Then turn left to stay on Priet Circle.
Yeah, I don't know about that name like that. I thought it was it's pronounced differently.
Turn left to stay on Priet Circle. Then 1,550
right here.
Priet Circle. Franklin, Indiana 46131. USA will be on the left. 1558 Priet Circle.
Okay.
Franklin, Indiana 46131. USA is on the left.
Okay, so we'll just pull over here, and then I'll just back out so I'm not in their driveway and on the street. All right. All right, I'll be right back. All right. Well, what I got right now, I'm supposed to have by 9 o'clock, you know, 3 hours, and it's not even 8 yet. So, doing pretty good. Okay, we'll go ahead and charge this up a little bit before I get my next order. Okay, now we'll see who is on here. Who we have Sally on right now? Okay, let's turn her on here. Her little sunrise, because guess what? It's almost sunrise here, but it's kind of cloudy here. So I don't know if you're going to see much of the sun here today, because it is kind of cloudy. But anyway, the light is, you know, at least you will see that it is getting light outside. So that's a good thing, even though you really won't see any sun, because it's kind of overcast today. Might have a little peek of it later, but yeah, it's pretty overcast. So
that sunrise, I know. Yeah. I just love it. I love it so much.
Yep, I gotta chime in and say there's nothing like a sunrise. Nothing like a sunrise beginning the day. Yeah, I like to see the day begin, not end. Those, I mean, nothing. Say I don't have anything against sunsets or anything because they're beautiful too. But that signifies that the day is ending instead of beginning.
But Tracy says, you know, that's part of the sunrise you're seeing is the ones with the power lines. I know. Keep flicking the thing to see if it's not scrolling up. Oh, and I keep going over to Dean's channel because he's live right now. Oh man, sorry about the sniffing. Oh goodness.
There we go. Yeah, we'll turn over here. I just had to let her know.
There's no one like. There's no like to hit. I think you have to like move it down and then it how did I do on my other channel? I was on
Yeah, she's got a really beautiful sunrise.
You hit on the where it says
And here it's overcast. Hey, smart boy, welcome in. Yeah, we're in Franklin today. Yeah, don't see much of a sunrise here. It's too overcast.
That's okay. You can't find it, honey. Don't stress yourself over it. It's not anything.
It's too overcast here.
Thank you, Emily. She says I'm beautiful inside and out. Well, thank you very much.
So we'll just sit on here and wait for another order.
Sunrise. Yep. Sunsets are beautiful too. Okay, Akash, you always stop in for that little commercial, don't you, buddy? Hit the like icon and it will appear. Okay.
There we go.
Right,
Okay, we'll just sit here and wait for the rest of these.
I know sometimes it doesn't have it and sometimes it does. So look at that shot, guys. Isn't that a beautiful shot? Like over my little
There you go.
leaf
That's
garland.
Sally's sunrise right there.
That orange goes so
It's nothing
much
like that
with it.
here. It's too overcast. So I just thought I'd show you.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It does smell fresh. You know what's really fresh is I love in the summer when I hang like my laundry outside. I just love that smell.
Yeah.
Like put my comforters out there when I wash them in my sheets. Oh, it's the best smell. Where am I? I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And it's 32 degrees, but I got my new coat on and it's nice and toasty.
32 where you are? It's 51 where I am.
I gotta get the gloves where you can use with your cell phone. You know, those kind of gloves. Oh, is Grandma Moore here? I didn't see her come in. Good morning, Grandma Moore. I'm enjoying your channel as well. And Yvonne's channel. Good morning, DJ.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I just moved the camera back over there.
Yeah, she's got a much better looking sunrise.
The shot is so nice, DJ, with my garland on there. I took the mum down so you could see it better because I have hanging plants.
Okay, we'll see if we can get some more. As far as my boy, I'm already taken.
So, yeah, Yvonne and Grandma Moore do affirmations and readings in the morning.
You know, smart. She gets that all the time. But I tell you what, though, I mean, she's
coincide with mine,
but I can understand why you'd be asking. So, but yeah, I mean, you just watch her for a little bit. You see, you know, so yeah, I can see why you said that. So I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, see that, Emily? DJ lives there. DJ's a really good friend of mine.
Yeah, that's why I enjoy Sally. I would hope that she picks Penn State from where she is, because I mean, I'm almost wanting to give it to her, but she has to pick it herself. I can't just do that. So, yeah.
It's really right over there now. It's coming up nice.
Yeah, smart boy. There's all kinds of there's all kinds of good channels with with those that that are that might be looking around for someone, and you just keep plugging away. You'll find it.
Hi, Lou. 009. How are you? Welcome back.
You just got to find yourself in a position to where especially for those you know, when you say sorry, I didn't look that way, somebody's still learning. It's like you're joking. Yeah. Yeah, but Queen, you're going to get a lot of those, you know, that you're going to get a lot of those guys like that, you know, hits on you because of just, you know, it's because, I mean, I think it's more your personality than anything. Because anybody who watches you in action, especially on a live, I think they're, you know, they would be more wanting to, you know, thinking that they might want to, you know, go out with you for your personality. So, and the fact that you say that you're taken, that's a great thing, you know, and I'm just, you know, I said, you got a family right now. And I know that, you know, but I'm saying there's all kinds of others out there. There's lots of other opportunities. There's some, you know, some great ladies with great channels that, you know, that don't have anyone. And I'm just, you know, I'm just saying there's, you know, there's all kinds of opportunities out there. And, you know, that's the beauty of this, you know, of the internet. You just don't know. You know, I mean, you don't know what you might find. All you got to do is just keep looking. I mean, and what I've also found too, and there's a lot of truth to this, it will find you if you don't look for it. I have found that to be true. See, if you're not looking, I mean, if you just go about your own way and don't put your focus on it, you know, it'll find you. Yeah. Just like, you know, when, just like the example, when I got my 1,000 with Fran, okay, I was not looking to get my 1,000 that day. That was the furthest thing from my mind. I did not have a care in the world about that. All I cared about was my dash off with her. I was having fun doing Arizona State versus Indiana and that little dash off, and the fun that we were having doing it because it was a back and forth type of competition. It's like I would be ahead, she'd be ahead, I'd be ahead, she'd be, so on and so forth throughout the whole time until she finally went at the end with that stack order on Uber Eats. And as I said before, I knew she would, you know, she had the advantage with Uber Eats, and that's how she won. You know, because I mean, I had more of the advantage at DoorDash because a lot of the Uber Eats orders I get are not good orders, and I weren't going to take them. But so that's why she won. But that was my focus. My focus was taken off of that. See? And I ended up getting the 1,000 when they told me, I said, oh, you finally hit it. Well, I mean, sure, I was glad that I hit it, but I didn't show it because I was more interested in the dash off than I was that. You know, that's why I say sometimes the things that you're searching for and that you really want, you know, it will happen eventually, but it will happen when you're not looking for it.
That's what I'm trying to make Sunday be again.
Yeah, I mean, I still have to be careful either way, because you never know if something happens at the same time. I can understand why they say they can say that. Yeah.
Just be you, Sally.
They stop worrying about the miles and stressing on. Just let the orders come as they go, just as they are. Yeah. You know, and that's, you know, and that's the, you know, the one thing, you know, let's say like having friendly little competitions. Yeah. I mean, I love, you know, see, competition is my thing, Queen. That's why I'm doing this Big Ten Dash contest here starting Sunday. You know, those that want to participate, you know, you have to be subscribed to my channel. Number one, you can't participate if you're not a subscriber. Okay, you have to at least be a subscriber. And but to participate, you know, you get to pick a team of the 18, and 6 teams are on each of those Cats teams. So you just pick a team that you think is going to win, and you're on that Cats team. Besides that, there's 2 chances to win. You know, not only are you going to win if you win the tournament, you're going to, you know, get, you know, the start off of $50, but it'll be more if there's dirty stacks and ties. That means that there, you know, the prize will be raised. And then on the Cats team too, any dirty stack, you know, or a tie, that also raises the prize for the Cat teams as well. So there's opportunities here for me giving back to the community because I want to, because of what you guys did for me. You guys watched my channel, you guys, you know, subscribed to me, recommended me, so on and so forth. And I'm giving it back to the community for that reason. That's why I'm including all of you in this competition, because I want, you know, because I want this to be, you know, a fun competition to see what happens with all these teams. I mean, I enjoyed doing it last year, but it was for one particular region. But now we got Uber Eats involved, opportunities for dirty stacks, opportunities, to, you know, to do more, you know. And this is my way to give back. It's the way I want to give back, you know.
But I genuinely love people, and
because it's one great thing to receive, but it's also another thing to give, you know. And when you receive, you know, at some point you got to give, you know. It's the same thing. It's like, you know, you know, it's the world is supposed to be, you know, not just take, but give and take, both. Because I'm one who's always wanted to be a giver. And why have I always wanted to be a giver? Because I wanted to be a giver because I like seeing others smile. If I give a gift to someone, something that I know they've always wanted, and I know I'm the one that's giving it to them, and when they open that present or whatever it is, and I see them smile and, you know, have this look on their face like it was something they always wanted, and I'm the one that presented it, you know, it's not like I'm trying to get credit for doing it. I just want to see that person smile. That's all I want to do. That's why when you come to my channel, I want to see you guys smile. I really do. That's what I want. See, bro, you guys are so lucky to be born in a certain country. We're juggling here whether we have money or not. Yeah.
I know people have to work. I understand that, and I just think that
well, but I mean, the thing, you know, smart boy. I mean,
things like that. You should have at least one day.
it's. I know that in some countries, I know money is hard to come by, and in some of those countries, I mean, you got to work yourself silly. You have the same type of hours, the same type of, you know, hard labor, and get paid less in those countries than they do here. You know? And I hate to see that, because I think everybody, you know, as far as that should be, that everyone should be allowed to be equal when it comes to wages. If you're going to do a certain amount of work here in the States, that's the same amount of work somewhere else, you should be paid the exact same, regardless of what kind of currency it is. You should be paid the same amount. You know, it's not fair for someone to do the same work and get paid less. Then, you know, that's not fair. And I know that there's an opportunity for something like that to happen. I mean, I just hate seeing people work extremely hard and not get paid enough to do it. It just isn't fair. The wage system just isn't right. Just like here in Indiana, the minimum wage is still $7.25. And when I went to Oklahoma, I was in, you know, so I went to a store to get something. I saw on the board over there, it was $7.25 minimum wage there too in Oklahoma. So, I mean, Indiana and Oklahoma, I mean, where are you guys at? Why is your minimum wage still $7.25? You know, a lot of states are $10. Some of them are $15. Why are you less than half of some of those states that are $15? They said, well, the cost of living is higher. I said, maybe, but no job is worth $7.25 right now. No job is. There is not a single job that is worth the $7.25 pay. Not one. Doesn't matter where you are. It just isn't. You know, get with the times. Raise it to 15. Everybody should be 15 at least. At least. There's some people that just work way too hard and don't get paid enough. And that's just, it's just not fair. You know? I mean, that's one of the reasons why, even though, you know, I've got a fairly decent position, I said, I mean, when you first moved to Kentucky, which was 8 years ago, getting to this point, you started off at $7.25, and then gradually over 2 years, you worked your way up to 12.
I have to make a decision about.
Yeah. I mean, when you start, yeah, you got to move up the ranks and get to where you need to be. But when I started my W-2, it started at 18. Yeah, it started at 18. Now I'm making 25. But I had to work 7 years to get 25. Just like Queen said, you have to work your way up. You know, but I think the starting wage, you know, for anybody should be 15. You know, and it's certainly not fair for these servers that serve in restaurants. They don't get paid any wage at all. They get paid $2.01 an hour plus their tips. $2.01 an hour is what servers make. You know why I know that? Is because, you know, I've been in restaurants here and I've asked how much they make, and they say, oh, we make $2.01 an hour plus their tips. That's what they made back when I was a server back in the late 80s. It was $2.01 then. It's still $2.01 today. Some pay $2.13, but the majority of them is $2.01 plus your tips. You make your money off your tips, and I just find that to be crazy. I mean, I just do, because you can't always rely on your tips, because you're going to have some of those people going to come in and don't even consider your tips. They're going to say, well, we had really bad service and all that stuff. I said, whether they say they got bad service or not, if you give really good service and you still don't tip, then what does that tell you? That's why some servers get frustrated, because they if they don't make the tips, they should have the wage to cover that, but they don't. That's why we got to make the system fair for everybody, and we do. Now that dasher came back and got another order, so we'll see. Here, let me go ahead and so we'll just go ahead and do the tornado garden trick. So we'll pause it for a minute, and then I'll drive around and oh no, he got something for himself, I guess, because that he would have a bag. Yeah, that had to have been something for himself. I guess he didn't have an order. He's probably just sitting here waiting like I am. Oh well. Okay, well, Sally's done. All right. So now we will go to. She said he was on. Let me see. He's got to be. There he is. There's Dean. All right.
Exactly. All right. Here's 20 for 15 miles, 53 items. Let's see. What's the one of two? One of two. Oh, diapers, man. All right. Looks like I'm gonna do this diaper order.
Well, it's better than nothing, I probably would take that, since I'm not getting anything right now.
$20 going 15 miles.
All right, we resume it.
Get 2 boxes of diapers.
There we go.
We're gonna help the youngsters out.
Yeah, he's just sitting here like me, so.
I'm hoping I can get Penguin's order, because the last one goes right towards where Penguin lives.
Did I hear that right? Penguin?
Nope, can't get on EBT. DoorDash says no EBT for you today.
What? Since when you get turned down for EBT? Since when?
This will put me at 97. I'll be at 97 after this order. And so we'll just get access to cash.
He'll have double what I have.
They sent me damn cash offer notification.
But he's got Spark, and because he's got Spark, he's going to make more than me.
Grubhub's really upsetting me. They're like not even letting me on at all with Grubhub.
Yeah, I don't have Grubhub. I said I think it's hard for me to get Grubhub right now. So, all right, we'll just put him over there, and we'll just get back on here. And
she was sitting at the door waiting on me.
Yeah, this dasher right here is still sitting here waiting with me, and there's another dasher over there to the to my left, a couple cars down. Yeah, the three of us are waiting for orders here.
People all honking, acting silly. All right, there we go. Maybe if I flash that. All right, still got those on in case I can catch a dirty.
Yep.
Catch a dirty along the way. So that was.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that myself, a dirty sack, but I haven't heard from Uber yet. So.
DoorDash, back with an Uber. Dropped the DoorDash off, dropped the Uber off. Now I picked the Spark up. Now I'm on my way to grab the Spark curbside. Curbside, 3 customers, like 18.
Okay,
items.
so what I'm going to do, since I did that trick, I'm going to go ahead and drive down here. I think that other person is doing the same thing, either that or they may have got an order.
Items.
But that one dasher that I saw earlier today, he's still sitting here. So, all right, we're just going to drive around here a little bit. See if I drive around and I get some.
Grandma Moore, what's going on, Grandma Moore? How we doing? Oh, yeah, exactly.
Right.
Good morning there, Grandma Moore. Bingo Healer, how you doing there, Bingo Healer? Did I step in Concord and open? I got a picture of it, though. I got a picture of a big steaming pile of offers that they've been giving me this morning. In case everybody didn't see the big steaming pile of yeah, here it is. is right here. There's a big steaming pile of orders they've been getting.
Yeah, that's
Get straight shot. You see that, Luke?
I
almost stepped in it.
Man,
It was right there by my door when I stepped up on the sidewalk.
yeah, that's not good there. That's not good at all. No, that's,
Big steaming.
yeah, you got to be careful with there. Whew.
I got double what you got right now, DJ. Well, in all fairness, though, I had 50 in tips come in from yesterday. So I started my day out with 50 just from the tips from yesterday.
Oh, well, okay. So if you take away 50 and you say you got 90, so I guess then we'd be tied then.
Double,
Okay.
DoorDash.
And Dean, he picked Illinois, by the way. So I let you know he picked Illinois. So you got your chance to, to pick your teams. Up until November 2nd, you got your chance to pick your team who you think is going to win this tournament. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, we got an order. Okay. All right. I leave there. It's $5 going 2.5 miles. So.
On Walnut Street. Drive south on Walnut.
Okay.
8 for 10. Not doing that.
So that'll work. That'll put me at 50. So, all right. And all the kids should be in school now, so shouldn't have to worry about that.
There we go. It's saying it's ready. Hopefully they'll get out here before this next guy.
Yeah, good old Burger King offer. See, that tornado garden trick, usually a lot of times it will work. So, yeah. We visited California, New York a couple of times. The relatives live in San Francisco. Hey, smart boy, San Francisco, that's where my former was from. Was from San Francisco. Yeah. She was from San Francisco.
Guys are going to probably park right over here.
So, yeah. You visit there. Did I enjoy when I visit down there in San Francisco? I was there in 1998. But yeah, I mean, when I visited there, I mean, it was nice. I mean, the weather is pretty much consistent there. I mean, it's kind of it's 51 degrees here right now. That's basically what it is every morning over there. And then every afternoon, into the evening, then it would be like in the 70s, like low 70s, maybe early 80s if you're lucky, but yeah. See, the reason I took this order is because you're a usual customer. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the one thing I love. I like the frequent customers. I mean, and that's the beauty that I like about hitting the, that house icon at the top of the, at the top of the screen before you take the order. If you see the house icon, if you know where it's going, and if you know it's a frequent customer, then you kind of want to take it because that you got that frequent customer. That's the one thing I loved when I dashed in Edinburgh, is that every time I would get an order in Edinburgh, and a lot of those were frequent customers, I would want to know who that frequent customer was that ordered. And then when I saw the address, I said, oh, okay, it's a frequent one. So yeah, I'll definitely take that one because it's a frequent person. So, because most of my Edinburgh orders were frequent customers. So, but of course I'm not around there anymore, so I don't really dash there anymore. So, anyway, here we are at Burger King. I'm going to go and pick up this offer and I shall return.
Guys, I got one. That's a neat one right there.
It's $2 less. All right, be right back. Hell, usually they have the straw either in the bag or on the outside of the bag, and they didn't have the straw here, so I had to go grab one. Oh well. Just gotta make sure it's right there and I have it when I take it in there. All right. Okay, let's see here. As long as they have the name, that's all that matters to them. All right. Okay. Okay, it's not, I don't think it's that far. Let's see. Is it down there over there where that construction is? I mean, I've seen that address like maybe once or twice. I think it's over there where that construction is. I don't like that. All right, let's see here. All right. I'm just going to go down here and see what it tells me to do. I got a feeling it's over there by that construction. Just wish they'd hurry up and get that construction done because it's getting a little old. All right, let's see what it tells me.
Drive east on Lamley Street, then turn left onto North Main Street.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Turn left onto North Main Street, then turn right onto Circle Drive.
Okay. Hopefully it's away from that one area.
Turn right onto Circle Drive, then bear right onto Lyndhurst Street.
Yeah, I figured if I went that way, I wouldn't have to go through all that other way, so. All right, that's good.
Bear right onto Lyndhurst Street.
All right.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Graham Street.
Now this is the intersection right here that I think that something needs to be done. I don't know what they can possibly do, but if you saw earlier, someone was trying to make a left turn or a right left turn, and then one person was going to go and didn't see that one person turn, and I think something's got to be done here.
Onto Graham Street. Then, in 600 feet, turn right onto Arvin Drive.
Okay, so you could probably, so if you'd have to go past this, you'd have to go past the railroad track, and you'd have to put the roundabout right here. Yeah, you put the roundabout right here, and then go around here and go up that way. Yeah, you could, so I could see how they could do that. Now, I don't live here, so I mean, just because I don't live here, I really, don't think it would, I don't know if my saying or anything would help that community out, but I know that if I was able to tell them, hey, you need a roundabout right here, and you just have to do it right past the railroad track, I think it would be easier for some people to get by. So,
in a quarter mile, enter the roundabout and take the second exit onto Arvin Drive.
But yeah, now I see exactly how you could do it. You just put a roundabout, so you pass the railroad track, and then you put the roundabout right there, just after the railroad track over there where that stop sign is. And then, it'd be a lot easier for people to get through there. So, and say, well, we can't do it because it's a residential area. I said, I don't see how that could be a problem. I've seen roundabouts in residential areas. Over in Greenwood, so if you can do it in Greenwood, you can do it here.
Exit the roundabout onto Arvin Drive. In a quarter mile, enter the roundabout and take the second exit onto Eastview Drive.
Okay. But yeah, I think that would be ideal. I mean, I know it'd be a lot of taxpayer dollars to do that, but I just think it'd be a lot safer. because when it comes to that, I mean, I'm
Enter the
all about
roundabout
safety.
and take the second exit onto East View
Safety is
Drive.
absolutely essential because when we had a safety meeting back at my my W-2, and that was a couple months ago, there was a guy over there that talked about how essential safety is, and you can't take shortcuts when it comes to it, because even the smallest little shortcut can cost you big time. And anything that you can do, it's better to prevent something than to have to go through something later on and pay the consequences of it. It's better to prevent the fire before it starts. So,
In a quarter mile,
and that's what I want to do when it comes to
roundabout
it.
and take the third exit onto Upper Shelbyville Road.
Oh, okay, it's that way. Well, now when I deliver this, they'll probably give me a McDonald's over there. That's all right. I mean, if you want to give me a McDonald's over there, that's fine. Because I'll be right there.
Enter the roundabout and take the third exit onto Upper Shelbyville Road.
All right.
Exit the roundabout onto Upper Shelbyville Road.
All right.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
Oh, so it's down here somewhere. Oh, I've been in this area, I think, a couple times. Yeah, I've been here a couple times. Don't come here that often, but a couple times I've been in here.
Turn right.
Yeah, you don't see this area too much.
In 1,000 feet, 1073 Meadowbrook Lane, Franklin, Indiana 46131, USA will be on the left.
Okay. Oh, I wonder if this goes out to that one little area where you can't get out of the gate up there. It could, yeah, it might be.
Meadowbrook Lane, Franklin, Indiana 46131.
All right.
USA is on the left.
Right over here. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. All right. Remember to get the straw because they forgot to give him one. Okay, that puts me to 50. Still not 9 o'clock yet, so my goal is 60 by 10, and then I should be able to hit it in an hour and a half, hopefully. Okay. Yeah, I hardly ever come into this little complex right here. Hardly ever. Can we get out this way? Probably not. No, I thought you could get out this way. I guess you can't. Well, maybe you can out down there. Like I said, I hardly ever come into this neighborhood, so I don't really know where we're at here. Hey, Joey, welcome in. Yeah, Joey. Yeah, Joey, we're starting the... oh, there we go. Yeah, so it takes me out this way. Okay. Yeah, Joey, we're starting the tournament on Sunday. So just sort of, let you know ahead of time if you want to chime in. I made a post last night, and you can pick one of those teams and enter the tournament. So it starts Sunday. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not going to see the team that will go on Sunday. I will pick Saturday night. And if I do anything, I might be at the fountain on Saturday night and maybe pick the team. Okay. Well, I'm over here. If you want me to go to this McDonald's, you better say something now. Yeah, come on, DoorDash. I'm over here by this McDonald's. If you want me to take an order from this one, you better say something right now, because I'm going back the other direction. Usually when you have me come over here, you always want me to take a McDonald's up there. So now's your chance. Oh, well, you can probably guess which team you picked. Oh, yeah, I know. You're on Little One's team. Yep. Dean picked Illinois. I know you got Minnesota. So he's team Little Tiny, your team Little One. So, yeah. Okay. AX7Z's back. All right. Appreciate you coming back. Yeah, we're just, we're sitting at $50 right now. So it's not quite 9 o'clock yet. And usually my average would be 45 at 9 o'clock. So we're just a little bit over that. And all I need is 10 to get 60, and to have that done by 10, then I'll have my average. So let's see, it was 53 earlier, and now it's raise that up a little bit. Yeah. And now it's 51, so it went down a couple degrees. Yeah. You will check it out, but you're in a different time zone, so it may complicate if you're not around. I said, well, Joey, the thing is, if all you got to do is click on my channel and you'll see the post. I put the post up last night. There's 18 teams, and there's 3 cats. There's Little One, there's 6 teams on Little One. There's Tot, there's 3 teams, there's 6 teams on Tot's team, and then there's 6 teams on Little Tiny's team. All you have to do is pick one of those colleges that you think is going to win the tournament. Okay, and whichever you feel that is, no matter which cat's team it is, you just pick one of those colleges, and that's the college that you will have throughout the tournament. And then if that college wins, then you get what's in the what you get is in that chest. So it starts at $50, but if there's any dirty stacks along the way by any team, then that will go up. And then if there's any ties by teams, regardless of what cat's team's on and so forth, then that will also go up. It will go up through, it will go up for the individual team. It will also go up for the cats team as well. So anybody, you didn't see Kentucky. Kentucky's not Big Ten. Kentucky's SEC. Yeah. Yeah, this is just Big Ten, Queen. Yeah, I didn't know. Kentucky is SEC. So that's why I didn't. That's why it isn't on there. Because this is just Big Ten schools only. So, but who's to say that I'm not going to include, the SEC later on? Because this is a tournament of surprises. Because I want to see who's going to get to the Final Four in the actual tournament. Because remember, if your team wins this tournament, the dashing tournament, if that team is, if that team wins the Big Ten tournament or the Big Ten championship, either one, if your team is picked, if they win that, then that prize doubles. So, yeah. And then if they get to the Final Four, then it doubles again. So you would go, like, if nothing else, you would go from 50 to 100. If there was no dirty stacks or ties or anything like that, you would go to 100 because they would win the Big Ten tournament or the championship. And then if they get to the Final Four, they don't have to win. But if they get to the Final Four in the actual tournament, then it doubles again. Then you can win, anywhere from without any extras, you could win up to $200. So, and that's without the extras. That's without any dirty stacks or score of the Washington one. Okay, so you want, Washington, okay. All right, so if you want that, so just make sure, okay, so I've got, so you got Washington, okay, so Queen's got Washington, so I'll have to write all that down. So, now this is good. Okay, so... Okay, I'll get my pen out so that I can write this all down here while I'm waiting for an order. Okay. All right, let's see here. All right. Okay, so we got Queen as Washington. That's also Team Little One. Okay. We got Dean with Illinois. That's Little Tiny, his team. And then we got Yvonne picking Minnesota. Okay, so we got 3 so far. All right. So you're trying to make sure if you understand it's Washington State or Washington, D.C. for the tournaments. There's 2 different Washingtons. It's Washington. It's just regular Washington. It's the state. Yeah. Not Washington State, just plain Washington. Yeah. Yeah, Washington State is still part of the Pac-10. But now Washington, D.C., I don't think there's a team for D.C. That's, what is that? The area around there, I think, is Georgetown, if I'm not mistaken. It's around that area. So, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But I think they count that as Georgetown. I don't know. It's somewhere around there. Yeah. But, yeah. But no, we're talking about the state, the actual state. And, yeah, that's just Washington, in the state of Washington. So, yeah, that's what that is. That's the home of Devious Dasher and Charlie the Brash Dasher. If you see Charlie, when he does, if you see Charlie, and especially around this time, he'll have that Washington shirt on when he's dashing. So that's what he's familiar with. So that's where he's from. So yeah. So anyway, I got 3 so far. Just remember, you got until you got to be a subscriber. I said you got until the you just put your name on the post. You put your name on the post, and the Queen. Oh, we got an order. What do we got? Less than a mile. $4.25 for Taco Bell. All right, let's go.
Drive north. Then in.
All right. So let's see. Their doors should be open, so I should be able to go in and pick them up. So. Because there's some Taco Bells that wait to open until 9 o'clock. I think this one, though, opens at 8. I think this one opens at 8. All right, so it's right over here. Yeah, that's really good. Another nice little close one. $4.25 going less than a mile. Not too bad, guys. I like that. Is that a dasher? Is he planning on visiting Washington someday? Yeah. Hey, PU, you picking Purdue? Okay. I'll write that down, Indy. All right. All right, Indy. Got you down. Indy. Purdue. All right. So do you watch any YouTubers? Oh, I watch YouTubers all the time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I live in Oregon. You got family up there. I said, yeah, okay. Yeah, well, speaking of Oregon, like I said, let's see, get any good orders? I'm over $50. Let's see, Roy, and it's not even 9 o'clock yet. I usually have 45 around 9 o'clock, and I'm over 50. Plus, I just got an order. It's 425 going less than a mile. So we got a good one. Okay, so we got 4. We got Queen with Washington. We got Dean with Illinois. We got Yvonne with Minnesota, and Indy with Purdue. Okay, be right back. Right. Once again, didn't have straw with them, so I had to grab one. Okay. I think you need to figure out how many points you make dairy stocks are equal to the amount of points you can, Subway can keep a better score of everything. Mr. Peace is your further. Sweet, yeah. Yeah, AX77Z, Roy right there. That's a channel to watch. Yeah. You got it. I want to see you on his channel. That channel's funny. Okay, let me see what we got here. We got receipt. They got 2 receipts on here. Why, I don't know, but okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's right down here. All right, I don't need a GPS to tell me where to go because I know exactly where I'm going down here. It's right off the roundabout. All right. Very close. All right, here we go. See, Roy, are you completely done with DoorDash deliveries and such? Or are you still doing? She mean gig work. She meant gig work. I just remember the last time he said there really wasn't a whole lot of work there now, or something like that. I don't know. I remember what it was. I have no plans to dash anymore. Huh? Well, I will say this. I mean, there are those, I mean, and Chuck Dashing Across America included, you know, I mean, there are those that, you know, that have gotten burned out by doing this. And I can understand. I mean, it's, if you do it all the time, especially if you do it every single day, and yeah, you will get tired of it after a while. And, you know, it's just, you know, but if you need money and things, it's a good way to make money. But you know, you will get tired of it after a while, and you know, that's one of the reasons why I like the idea of having a W-2, because you know, with the W-2, you know, then I'm not just constantly you know, just doing gig work all the time. I don't know if I could do it every single day. Yeah, I mean, like they, here it is right here. Okay. I knew it was coming up. All right, I'll be right back. All right, need $6 from 60 and still not 9 yet. So your job is hard. You work at Starbucks. Starbucks is always hopping. It doesn't matter what time of the year it is. So if you work in the morning shift, you're just constantly busy. But really, I don't think Starbucks really pays enough. Because I know there was a job that I was that I almost took at Starbucks years ago. That was before I started the W-2 that I'm doing now. And they offered me $9.25 to start. That's what they offered me, was $9.25 to start over at the Starbucks that I was going to work at. And I was like, no, my last job, I made $4 more an hour than that. So I just was like, what we got here? Well, speaking of which, now which one am I going to, though? That's the question. It's good. Yeah, I figured it was going to send me over there. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll take it. 5 for 5. At least it'll put me up by 60. Hey, Joey. All right.
300 feet.
Okay.
Turn left onto Graham Street.
All right, Joey. I'll write that down. Joey wants Oregon. Okay.
Onto Yam Street.
All right. Hold on here. Joey wants Oregon. Thank you, Joey. I appreciate that. And for his super chat, we're going to do a little song for that. Thank you, Joey. All right. Let's do that here, guys, while I'm getting ready. I know exactly where I'm going, so I got to go to the one over there. So I'm just going to turn around here. Let's turn on for Joey. And there we go. Thank you, Joey. Yep, that's Joey's super chat. Thank you again. Oh, there's Ma and Luger. Welcome in. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, I will write that down here. So Ma Dukes takes Michigan. Okay. All right. All right. So let's see. All right, we turn up here. And I make sure that you stop there. Okay. I still say they got to do something about a roundabout there. Okay. So right now, as we have it, okay, we have Queen, which is Washington. That's Team Little One. Dean has Illinois. That's Team Little Tiny. Yvonne has Minnesota, which is Team Little One. Indy has Purdue. That's Team Little Tiny. Joey has Oregon. That is Team Tot. And Ma Dukes has Michigan. That's Team Little One. So Team Little One has three so far. So. All right. Yeah, I looked at that, I thought, 5 for 5. And I thought, is that really worth taking? I said, well, I got to drive up there to this one. So yeah, it doesn't look as bad as it might be. But, my goal is to get up to 60. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. And I'll be very close to 60 after I get this order. So I will need 60 by 10 o'clock. So yeah. All right. All right, but thank you again, Joey. I appreciate that. It's very helpful on this, and now I've got those of you that are on here. I'm just writing it all down. So just remember, when you guys that are on here, you guys will have teammates. When you pick those kits, not only do you root for your own team, but you also root for your teammates too, because whichever cat team wins, of the total, then there's a drawing for that. And like I said, the same rule applies. If if there's a dirty stack involved, that means everybody, on the cat team, everybody, that prize will increase. So any ties between teams, those prizes will also increase. So yeah, Team USA, AX, I said it's it's Team USA. I appreciate that, but it's the on my post, it's the 18 teams. Okay, and you have to be a subscriber to my channel too. You got to be a subscriber before to pick it. Otherwise, if you're not a subscriber, then you can't participate in the tournament. Eric, there's so many cracks on this road. Yes, there is. Yeah, they need to pave this road. They really do. Yeah, this road definitely does need paved, and I need to make sure that I'm going 25 down here, because they're very picky in this area here. I mean, I know it's well after them being in school, but still, they still lurk around this area, making sure that even though it's not really in school hours, they still, they still watch you. So you got to have, as far as that's concerned, you got to have eyes in the back of your head when you drive here in this town. Yeah, because they're everywhere. But yeah, that road over there definitely needs paved. And now you got winter time coming up. I mean, you're just you're just a month and a half away from the solstice. So yeah. Then we got snow and ice, and then what does that do to the roads? Yeah, definitely not looking forward to that. That's one of the reasons why I like doing this tournament. It gets you through the winter, because you get through all that other stuff. The tournament gets me through the winter. It gets me, it just makes the time go faster. I just absolutely love college basketball around this time of year anyway. Whether it's the Big Ten or anything else, but I'm more Big Ten because the Big Ten, they beat up on each other all the time, and I love that. So, and that's the whole thing about it. I just love the competition in general. And yeah, Abdullah, hey Abdullah, what time to sell your electrician here? They need electricians where I work. Let's see. I'm just trying to think of what it is. Rohith, welcome in, Rohith. The salary for where I work, I believe, starts at 30 an hour. I think it depends on, that's the starting wage. That's where I work. Okay, that's the starting wage though. Depending on what type of, what level you are, then some of those guys over there, I think they get 40, but it depends on the level. Okay, because there's some, there's some electricians that are need for for small things, that can be fixed immediately. But if it's something that's really major, in an area to where, something small can't be done, then they get paid more because it takes longer to fix. But yeah, so they start 30 there, but we're going to hit. We are in Franklin, Indiana right now. I am picking up a Starbucks order here to take to a customer. So Starbucks is just right down the street over here, and I'm just about to go pick that up and take it and drop it off a little bit further west. I mean, it's not the greatest order in the world. It's 5 for 5. I mean, you know, it's a questionable offer. I mean, it is $1, you know, and a lot of dashers would not take this. But for me, it's okay because I'm almost to 60, so I'll just go ahead and take it. All right, let me go pick this up, and I'll be right back. Electrician number for sleep. No, I'm not an electrician. Okay, I'm not an electrician, Abdullah. It's just I know you from working with those guys because they're always called out to fix stuff all the time. And because, you know, I'm constantly seeing them all the time, especially, you know, with the type of work that I do, then I have to be in, you know, in conversations with them because, you know, when they fix something, then I have to go and do my position. So, but that's how I know all that. So anyway, let me go to pick up this order here and I'll be right back. Okay. Also works at W2. I said, yep. All right. Okay, can't verify. Okay. Okay, that's just right down here. So, okay, I know exactly where that is. So, all right. I have to go into this one area to where I know where that I have to be. Because it's hard to find this place. And finally, I was able to figure it out. Okay. Because the very first time that I went to this address, they changed the name of it. It was a different name. And then finally, after I said something to DoorDash about it, to where, you know, I couldn't find it and they wanted to give me a contract violation for taking so long to find it, I told them, I said it was a different name at one time and they changed it. Then when the customer told me what it was, you know, they said, well, they changed the name. Then I was able to get that fixed because, you know, if I don't know what if I told them, you know, that the name of this street used to be this, and they changed it. I didn't know they changed it. So that's how I could not find where it was I was going. So hopefully they got that fixed though. So, all right. Kevin, welcome in, Kevin. Do you happen to have room 40? What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean by that. It's a W-2 mean. It's a regular job, Abdul. It's a regular job. Regular, for most people, 9 to 5 job. That's not for me, though. I have a 12-hour job. I work from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., so I work the evening shift. So, yeah, but that's what a W-2 means. A W-2 means a regular, 9 to 5 job. So that's usually what that means for most people. For most people, it's 9 to 5, but not for me. Generally, if you work in the blue collar market like I do, hey Terry, welcome in. Yeah, welcome in, Terry. Thank you. I see. I'm going to be close to $60 in 3 hours here. As soon as I drop this off, well, it'll be a little more than 3 hours, but that's okay. I usually get that in 4. See, there's Orange Luke. Welcome, Orange Luke. Yeah, we're just having a little bit. I mean, for a Tuesday, I would say, that's really good because, Tuesdays can be feast or famine. A lot of days it's famine, but so far today, it hasn't really been too bad. Yeah, I will definitely take this. Now, I just hope that this GPS will take me the way that I'm supposed to go. Been here just working with hands, can't chat. I know exactly how that is, Orange Luke. I spent most of my career working with my hands. So, yeah, that's why my hands aren't exactly the way they used to be years ago, because when you work with them so much, yeah, you'll start feeling the effects of that as you get older. It's just like it says, the older you get, the more things you got to leave behind. And,
continue for a half mile.
The hands that work the way they used to, not quite so much anymore. Yeah. See, life is easier. How is here? That's, when you work, it's how you make it. It's either easy for you or hard for you. It just depends on how you, it's how you make it. You can make it easy or you can make it hard. It just depends on how you handle it. And, like for me, doing a W-2 and doing this, I can have fun doing this like I always do. Like when I'm ready to do this contest starting on Sunday, it's going to be a lot of fun. When you have a W-2, it can be stressful at the W-2 because they've been having a lot of problems with with machines over there, and they've been having meetings over there thinking about that they can't continue with these machine problems, and they're going to have to do something about it because they're losing money. And they're thinking about next year at some point, probably around February or something like that, doing some kind of rebuild, which has been long overdue because they need to do it. There's just too many problems over there, and it's the same things happening all the time. And they're kind of getting fed up with it, and they need to figure out something here, because every time that they have to shut down for whatever the reason, it costs them money, and they just can't keep doing that. And as far as you, Abdul, I'm saying they do need electricians there. So if you're good as an electrician, yeah, because some of those electricians they've had to work over because they don't have enough, and some of them are putting in 16-hour days. Some of them 20, because they're short-handed.
Turn left onto State Street.
So, but I never really wanted to get into anything like that. I never really wanted to to have anything to do with electricity, because that does not, unless you're really skilled, it's not something that anybody can do. You got to really have a passion for it. You got to really, know what you're doing, know how to stay safe and to take care of things, because the one guy that spoke, at the safety conference that we had at my W-2 a couple months ago, he was an electrician. And he talked about where,
In a quarter mile,
you know, they
turn right
they
onto
wanted
Archway.
something done real quick, and he took a shortcut, and he said that was a wrong move. When it comes to being an electrician and doing jobs like that, there's no such thing as shortcuts, because it will cost you the same way it cost him. And he said, you know, no matter what it is you're doing, electrician or whatever, he said there is no such thing as a shortcut when it comes to safety, because you never know. You take the wrong shortcut, it will cost you, just like it did him. All right, now you're taking me into this area where I should have gone the first time. Am I allowed to go in there? It does not look like it. It looks like that's closed. Wonderful.
Turn right onto Archway.
Yeah, I can't. They got it blocked off. I can't. They got it blocked off.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto 5 Points Drive.
Gosh, I hate that. Never sparked your interest. Nope. No, it never did. Nope. It's not a job for everybody. It's not a job for everybody, and I know that kind of job I definitely would
Turn
not
right
want to
onto
do.
5 Points Drive. Then turn left onto Red Skeleton Circle.
Okay, so I'm going the back way instead of the way that they wanted me to go. So, okay.
Turn left onto Red Skeleton Circle.
Yeah, the street is named after a famous comedian, if you all know that. Okay, so now I have to take this circle here and go all the way around, because I can't enter that way.
Drive north on Red Skeleton Circle. Then,
It's because
in
of a
quarter
one-way.
mile, 590 Red Skeleton Circle, Franklin, Indiana 46131, USA will be on the right.
Okay. Yeah, they're doing some construction here. Wonder what's going to become of here. Yeah, the last time, yeah, this was a different street name that one time when I was getting that
590
contract
Red Skeleton
violation.
Circle, Franklin, Indiana 46131,
Okay, it's right here.
USA is on the right.
All right. Okay, I will be right back. All right. 2 for 60. Yeah. So, I mean, I won't do it, but but if I get a $2 order, well, then I will hit 60. But yeah, the contest hasn't started yet. So if you get a $2 order, nope, not doing it. So yeah. Now watch, DoorDash will probably hear that and say, oh, $2 offer. Okay, well, here you go. I say, yeah, you can have it back. Sorry. All right. I'm just glad now that I was able to find that address again after them changing the name of it. It's like, I never heard of that name. It's like, what on earth? And then, because they had me going around back that other direction, they say, oh, they changed the name. I said, oh, I didn't know that. So, yeah. You gotta, somebody has to change the maps and say, you know, hey, we changed the name. Okay. And now they got it right, so easy to find now. I'm surprised that I never got any frequent ones down this way. There's usually like 2 or 3, but maybe someone else got them today. All right, well, just need $2. $2 to hit 60. I've got until 10 o'clock, so. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a grizzly day. Yeah, that's the Franklin College. They're, Franklin College, you know, is the Grizzlies. I mean, they're kind of, you say, they call themselves the Golden Grizzlies, but Shelbyville's the Golden Bears. So, yeah, but it's a college compared to a high school, so it's a little different. All right, let's go down here. I'll drive down here. Maybe we might get a Jack's. We'll see. Let's see. We might get a Jack's, hopefully. All right. All right. Yeah, this is the street right here that you don't ever want to have to do a delivery on because it's so busy. It's hard enough when you have to get an order down here from one of the restaurants down here, especially if it's on the street. Bad connection too. All right, well, DoorDash, I'll be passing by Jack's here. You can give me a Jack's. That'd be nice. Try to get me over that, get over that 60 mark. Like to do it before 10. Come on now. Yeah, that's another thing too. You got to hit these lights just right if you're going to keep going. But if you don't hit them just right, then you're going to be stopping every time, and that's also annoying on this street. Okay, says McDonald's down there is a place. Didn't say Jack's, so I'm surprised, but because a lot of times Jack's is one of them, but not today. Okay, I'm here. It's a good time to have one. Otherwise, I'm turning down here. Okay, so we'll do this then. All right. We'll do the tornado garden trick. Usually it works. So far, again, we have 6 that are in the tournament. There's still 12 teams in the tournament still, and like I said, more than one person can pick a team. Especially with all the subscribers and all that. If you just have to be a subscriber in order to pick the team, and just remember when you pick that college team that you will also be on that Cats team, whichever Cat has that college. So you'll have teammates and you'll be able to win that way as well. So there's 2 opportunities. All right. It says 14 minutes. Yeah, I don't really believe that. Deliver in Chicago, that's busy. Yeah, Chicago is busy, but that's Gig Hustler PJ's area. Yeah, Chicago is busy, but at the same time, not the safest place. But I'm sure that catering offers and everything out there, yeah, if you do that, you could probably make at least $300 a day out there, probably. And I know $300 a day, if you did that 5 days, you'd be making $1,500 a week. $1,500 a week. Not bad. But again, you got to consider the wear and tear on your vehicle, and the time that you spend and all that out there. That's a lot of that's into consideration. But I mean, it seems like doing catering offers would be less wear and tear on your car than it would be just doing regular deliveries like I do. But I don't get much catering offers. The reason why I don't get much catering offers is because my acceptance rate stays basically around 92, 91, or 90%. So you have to be at least 96 to get a catering order, and I haven't been at 96 for months now. Gosh, I can't even remember the last time I was at 96%. See, the last time that I was at 96%, that was what? That had to have been at least 4 or 5 months ago. Since then, I haven't been, because I've just gotten some terrible offers. But with the contest coming up, I'll get back up to 96%, because during the contest, it's all orders accepted on DoorDash. But then Uber Eats, if you have a DoorDash offer and then you get an Uber Eats, and you're able to, to get both of them delivered at the same time, and both of them delivered on time, then it counts as a dirty stack, counts as extra, in the chest. So, all right. So I need $2 to get 60. And it still says 13 minutes. I think there's a dasher here that just pulled up next to me, waiting just like I am. Since I dash here a lot, I see a number of dashers that I see here every day. And this guy here that's next to me is one of them. I'll tell you what, across the street there, over to the left, they're not wasting any time on building that Aldi. Yeah, when that Aldi over there is built, updates, America first or Israel first? Well, I'll tell you what, updates. We don't do politics on here, so I will not answer that because politics is not one of discussion here. Okay? We don't do that because politics is division, and we don't discuss division on this channel. Okay? So I support Israel. I didn't say who I supported. I said I do not answer that because we don't discuss politics here. All right, we don't talk like that on this channel, man, okay? Yeah, you don't talk like that on this channel, okay? I said everybody's down to their opinion. I did not say who I supported, so I'm afraid that we have to get rid of you because you made an assumption that I said something that I did not say, so that so we do not, we have to eliminate those that say that kind of thing on this channel. So this is a channel that does not discuss division, everyone. Okay, so there's no politics. It doesn't matter what side or anything like that. I am not going to make I'm not going to make any choice because there's no we don't do any division. No politics, no division, no religion, none of that. Sad Trombone, that's the update. Hey, Tornado, what's going on, man? Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of channels that would love to answer his question and a lot of channels that would love to discuss debates on that, but this is not one of them. So, yeah, he just barked up the wrong tree there. That's all I can say for him. But anyway, now on this channel, we are all about supporting one another. We're all about accepting everyone for what they are. No debates, no, nothing, none of that. No, we help one another. Was it Rusty? Yeah. Yeah. Our main goal of the day, we have one that's very close to 1K, to 1K, and that is Colleen. So that's what our goal is today, is to get Colleen to 1K and do that within 3 days. So let's get an update on that right now while I'm waiting, and let's see exactly where she's at. Okay, so we'll look on here and let's see. She's still 10 to go. Okay, still 10 to go. So guys, let's try to help her get there. Yep, 10 away. Yep, 10 away. Need to support her to get her up there. Within the next 3 days, I want to see her cross that 1K mark because it's time. She's worked herself hard to get up there. And she goes live all the time to talk to everyone. So 10, that's very important for us to help her get there. So if we can post it, get her up there within the next 3 days, that would be really awesome, guys, because that's a channel that's very, very deserving. You're going live with her soon. Very good, very good, very good. Yep. I'm glad to know that you are going there. She will get there. Yes, I know. I said, well, like I said, it didn't have to be today. I was hoping that we could get her there before Saturday, because Saturday is the 1st. I'd love to see her start, start November, with a different level. And I know that, it's not a rush to get her there. If we get her there in 3 days, we get her there in 3 days. It just takes all of us to work together to help her get there. And, and she goes live in 3 days. I'm sure, like you said, it will happen. But it's not going to stop me from supporting her and saying, hey, we do it. She put the good vibes, and we'll come back to her. Exactly. Exactly. That's why we like watching her channel. And she does put the good vibes out there. She has the gift of gab. I mean, the other night, Ma, when I was at my W2, she was live. You see, it's midnight where she was. It was 3 a.m. where I work at my W2. I mean, I just happened to turn it on while I was waiting to do another check, and I couldn't. And she happened to be on, and I was like, it's like, what? Yeah. Hey, Vicky, welcome in. You was with her. Yeah, you were on there. Yeah. You were on there. You're exactly right. I remember. Yeah, that's right. It was 3 in the morning. I forget what it was. And she, where I was, and she was still up. I was like, said, you haven't gone, yeah, you're up late. And she goes, yeah, I just felt like, just felt like going on to see who the night people are. And you'd be surprised who's on at night. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You'd be surprised. All right. Oh, we just need a couple dollars. Long that love. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome in, Vicky. I don't know, Vicky, if you saw my my post. If you want to enter, you can. That starts Sunday. Okay. Well, it went from 13 minutes to 12 minutes. Well, whatever. Oh, 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I need $2 in 30 minutes. Oh, man. But when it gets to when it gets to this time, it does slow down considerably. But I mean, I'm pretty happy to have what I have. I mean, this is Tuesday. And anything can happen on a Tuesday, so you just don't know. Yeah. Yeah, anything can happen on a Tuesday. Tuesdays are either feast or famine. Some Tuesdays you can be real good. Other days it can be just like this, crickets. Yeah. Just depends on where you're at. But usually here is where I usually do good on Tuesday. I've tried Tuesdays in other places and have done way worse than this. So I think it just depends on where you are, the time of year. And since we're getting real close to I'm surprised that I'm not having any more shopping delivers. Yeah, take out your Taco Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And I'm surprised I'm not having more shopping delivers for Halloween candy. That's kind of surprising to me. Because usually around this time, there's a lot more shop and deliver orders for Halloween candy. So because I remember last time around this time, I did have a lot of Dollar General orders for Halloween candy. I mean, some of that Halloween candy is hard to find, especially when you get around this time because of, who knows what's left on the shelf. And then comes the aftermath too. Sometimes they will, there will be customers that'll, after Halloween's done, then the candy goes half price, sometimes half price, some 75% off, depending on how long it is. And then there will be those customers that'll still order that candy. And then if it's not there, it was taken, then you've got to go through all that. And, there's times that you just have to drop the order, because if the candy's not there that they said was there, then you got to do the same thing with this shop and deliver that you did before. And I hate to drop orders because of that, but I'm surprised that I have not gotten any more shopping, especially for that, because there's a lot of people that will shop for candy at the very last minute. But yeah, just $2 is all I need. $2 in the next little bit over 30 minutes. $2. Then we'll hit our 60. So I'll move out here in a minute, because I don't want to sit around here and just wait. Because I like to keep moving. I like to stay busy. Okay, so I guess we'll try that again then. All right. And we'll see what happens. So we got other dashers that are here that are waiting. So there's a guy right here that's waiting, someone in front of me that's waiting, and yeah, if they're waiting, that tells you what's going on right now. It's like, who's going to get the next order first? And it just seems like when you got others that are waiting with you, it seems discouraging because you want to be the only one there waiting, and then you got a couple others that are with you. And it's like, okay, who's going to get the order first? So that's why I want to move, so in case I'm closer to wherever it is that gets sent out, then yeah, I'll be the one to get it and they won't. So let me hit resume, and all right, now it went from 12 to 9 minutes, that is. So let's just move and let's just see if we get anything. First it said it was 14 minutes, then it went to and then it went to 13, then to 12, and now 9. And I don't want to sit there with two other dashers waiting, because I would hate to see who's the first one that would get an order if it was at that McDonald's. I'll just move on down and see maybe if I go closer to someone else, somewhere else, then I'll get that order and they won't. So I'm just surprised I haven't got more orders that other direction today that I usually do. That was kind of surprising to me. You say about you, stay blessed. Okay, Ma, thank you for joining us. I got you from Michigan, so all right. You just take it easy, Ma. Like watching you everywhere you go. You have a good one too. Yeah, Ma Dukes, guys, that's one of our best supporters. Yeah, she goes on, visits every other channel, supports us, gets rid of all of the all of those that like to cause trouble on channels. She's there to take care of that. She also can figure out who's of age and who isn't. She's good at that. There's Blind Carpenter. Welcome in, Blind Carpenter. Thank you for joining. Yeah. Anna is one of our best supporters, and you have no idea how much we appreciate her and this channel. It's very, very encouraging to have her on here. So, yeah, we always thank her. She's also been one to help us, to help others get to where they need to go. And, yeah. The road has too much tar. I said, it's up, Charles. Thank you for joining. Yeah, there's, they do need to do some work on the roads here. They really do. They need to, yeah. But they're more, what they want to do the most down there is the roads that are down there where that little construction is down there. They're trying to make roundabouts. So, I mean, they're just doing a little bit at a time. But yes, these roads do need work. And welcome, 74. I appreciate you joining. Thank you. Appreciate you joining. Just sitting here waiting for an order. We're almost at $60. I need 2 to make 60. We're at 58. So all we need is one more order in the next 22 minutes, and we'll hit 60. So that's why I'm just out here trying to see if I move around that I might get an order before some of these other guys do that were sitting in the lot there with me. Sometimes when you do that and you move around, sometimes you'll get something, especially if you're close to the closer someone is to where it's at, then they're the ones that will get the order. So Hillbilly Man, what state? This is Indiana, Hillbilly Man. So you know how the algorithm works. I said, yeah, the algorithm, yeah, it can be strange at times, but But again, Charles, this is Tuesday. So, I mean, Tuesday, you know, some people, it's a feast or famine day. I mean, it depends on who orders, too. You know, if you don't get many people that order, you know, then you're not really going to get much of, you know, much of anything if you don't get the orders. I mean, Tuesday is just one of those days to where people don't order as much as they do on other days. I don't know what it is about Tuesday that, you know, that makes it slow like this, but it's just how it is, unfortunately. All right, we'll go back here and we'll just wait again. And those two are still sitting here. All right, well. Yeah, the algorithm can be very strange. I just thought if I moved around a little bit, see if something might come around. And I haven't received a message from, you know, that another place is busy yet. So if it's not really that busy here, it's not busy there either. So, yeah, Tuesdays can be just so unpredictable. You just don't know what you're going to get. I'm just happy to have what I have right now. Okay, let me, all right, now it says 7 minutes till you get an order. First it was 14, then it was 13, then it was 12, then it was 9. Now I just clicked on it again, now it says 7. Somebody was turning down there. It was getting ready to turn and turn at a bad time. Yeah, that truck said, no, we're not having any of that. You're going to wait. But yeah, the algorithm, yeah, it's a weird thing. It really is. And like I said, there's 2 other dashers here that are waiting as well as I am. I remember, see, what was it? It was last year, and it was before I ended up moving towards the Shelbyville area. I remember one time it was was it a Tuesday? I think it was a Tuesday, if I'm not remembering. There were 5 other dashers sitting in this parking lot right here, waiting on an order. I believe it was a Tuesday, yes. I believe it was. There were 5 other dashers sitting in this parking lot waiting for an order. And we're all looking at each other. It's like, what are we doing? It's like, I don't know. I said, we're all sitting here waiting for an order. Like, who's going to get it first? You know, the algorithm's got a funky beat, but you can dance to it. I said, yeah. Okay, I heard something there, but I thought, nope, okay. Okay, now it went down to 5 minutes. Jeez. Oh, come on, DoorDash. All I need is, so you got 18 minutes. All I need is $2. Yeah. I mean, it seemed like it was so great there at the time when I had it. I mean, I had $50 at a certain time, and that was a little while ago. You know, then I got that one order that went up there, and then all of a sudden, it just came to like a grinding halt. It's just so weird. Yeah. Dex, hey Dex, welcome in. Yeah. Dex, I don't know if you saw my post or not, but you know, so you got an opportunity to you know, to enter if you you know, if you want to. I mean, I'm just saying it's open to anyone that's you know, a subscriber or a you know, or a member. So you got an opportunity to do that. As I asked my boxing trainer if you could shadow box, he said, knock yourself out. It's a good one. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one, Dax. I like that. Yeah, the boxing trainer. Yeah, it reminds me of the old Rocky days. There's Heather again. Hi, Heather. Welcome in. Yeah, Heather. I say, and so you were here earlier. But remember us, you guys. I put out a post last night that said if you want to enter the tournament, you've got a chance to do that. You got to do it before Sunday, though, and you have an opportunity to win some great things. You fell asleep earlier. Well, I can understand that. That's easy to do. I mean, especially with me, I can fall asleep basically at any time because I can either sleep at, during the day, or I can sleep at, at night like I normally do. It's just one of those things. I've had to grown accustomed to where my cardiac rhythm does not know, what to do. It doesn't know what time to sleep. It doesn't know what time to stay awake because, I can either be a night owl or an early bird, either one. My W-2 forces me to be a night owl, and then I like to be out here in the day because, I generally make more money at this time than I do in the evening for whatever the reason. I don't know why, but ever since I started doing breakfast shifts, it seemed like I was doing more during breakfast than I was during, doing dinner, and definitely during lunch. So, yeah. Lately, lunches have been very, very slow recently. And, that's why I tend to probably not be doing lunch shifts that much, which is why, but I will be doing them during the tournament. I just won't be doing them. I won't be doing 3 hours like I normally do. Because usually during the tournament, we do 4 hour breakfast shift, 6 to 10. And then we do 11 to 1 lunch, and then 5 to 7 dinner because it gets dark during the evening. And when it's dark during the evening, then it's a little bit rougher to do the dash, especially where I'm at. So, but that's how it will work. That's how the tournament will be. It's 8 hours, 4 breakfast, 2 lunch, 2 dinner, and then any ties, then it'll be scheduled to do the tie dash off in Rushville, and that'll be scheduled at a different time. And of course, if there's any ties, then that raises the that raises the prize. So that raises the prize both in the regular tournament and the cats tournament. So either one. So that'll raise the prize. That's what we want. All right, come on now. We got 13 minutes. Let's get with it here. Now it went back to 18 minutes. Jeez. All right, so here's what I'm going to do then. So I'm not going to sit here the whole time. What I'm going to do is for the 13 minutes, by the time I get to the other side of town, I might get something up there. So I'll just do that. So I'll just drive up to the other side of town and I'll just do that. And then I'll probably be heading back east if I don't get anything up then. So I'm not just going to sit here and wait until 10. I'd rather be on the move, and if I get something up there, I get something up there, which would be okay. I wouldn't mind that at all. So $2, that's all I need. And I certainly don't want to get it when I'm with just $2, because I'll just turn that down. I do not want a $2 offer, because I will turn that down. It's not worth it. Even if I am going to get 60, it's not worth it. I already turned 2 orders down today because they weren't good offers. But luckily I was at 93% acceptance rate, and it only knocked me down 2. So now I'm at 91%. So I can still turn down another one and stay at 90. So But when the tournament starts, I won't have to worry about that because it'll be all orders accepted. Then I'll get right up there, to where 98, 99, 100% or whatever, so that, then, when the tournament's done, then I can just do like I did before. Any crappy orders, I just say no. Just turn those down. But yeah, it's easy to to fall asleep, especially for me at times that I have to sleep. I mean, I can go to sleep basically at any time. For me, I have to have a lot of coffee. If I know I have to be up by a certain time, I would have to have a little extra coffee because, my system does not know when to sleep and when not to sleep. So it can sleep at any time. It's really not good for you for that. But I don't have a choice. I have, my W-2, I have to work at night. I don't have a choice. And it's been that way throughout my whole career. I have to wait, working at night. Every job I've had, for the most part, has been night shift because it's hard to get on days without having seniority. I mean, there was one job that I had that was days, but I only did it for, I had to work my way up to getting days doing that job. And then when I finally got it, then they started to, and that was Amazon, by the way. And then finally, when I ended up getting that, then they started doing some construction and on the building, and hours got cut. And there was no way I could stay there and do all the hours cut. So I took my five peak seasons that I worked, Christmas seasons, of course, as if those that don't know, and just use those years that I worked the peak seasons and got the buyout for it, which means I can't work for Amazon again, but that's okay. I was able to take the buyout, and at the time I was off trying to look for another position, which ended up with this one. Then I had the money that I used for that, to help, take care of me up until it was time for me to get another position. I took a small little job, that paid like $1 more than Amazon did. I only did that for like 2 months, found it wasn't the right job for me, and then I ended up getting the job I got here. So okay, 9 to go. Wonder if I go up here if I will get something. Let's see. Will I get something in time? I am just so surprised that I have not had more orders up here on this side of town, because I usually get. They always send me up here, but I only came up here once, or no, twice. No, I had a McDonald's order up here, and then I had a Starbucks order up here. But usually I'm up here 3 or 4 times or more. But today. And here's the other thing too. Not once did they send me to Barkersville. Not once did they send me to Whiteland or Greenwood, or they tried to get me to go to Trafalgar, but I turned that down because there was no way I was going there. They wanted to offer me $6 to go 10 miles, which was really $6 for 20 miles. And no, I wasn't going to do that. So. Because otherwise that would have been one place I would have been away from Franklin. Otherwise I just stayed in town, which is what I wanted to do to begin with. Because I don't mind going to those other places, but you got to make it worth my while to take me there. Okay. All right, DoorDash, now's your chance. You got 7 minutes to go. Come on now. It really can't be that slow. I mean, it just can't be that slow. It still says 18 minutes, man. I'll tell you what, I'm surprised it says 18 minutes. I can think of at least 2 or 3 frequent customers up in this area that I normally would get that I didn't get today, which is surprising. Maybe before it's closed, yeah, clear cache and restart. Yeah, but I'm so close to the end. I'm just going to go ahead and yeah, I'm so close to the end. I'm just going to go ahead and take it. Yeah, it says it's not even busy right now. Yeah. Yeah, it's gray. Yeah, if it's gray, that means it's not good. So it's going to go ahead and head east, and I'm going to turn Uber on, and we're just going to do that for a little bit. So but yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm not just going to sit there and wait for a couple up for another order. I mean, I found it funny. I mean, if you got 2 other dashers that are sitting in the parking lot waiting for orders like I am, you know, if they're not busy and they're just sitting there, that just tells you that it's slow. I mean, it may be a little bit better here, who knows, but at least I'll have Uber on, and maybe you know, I usually tend to get some Uber offers here, especially Jimmy John's offers. I get a lot of Jimmy John's offers down here with Uber, so you know, maybe you'd like to have the idea of doing a little dirty stack, because I love dirty stacks. That's why I can't wait for the tournament, because I want to do some dirty stacks. You know, I want to be able to raise the prize. See, dirty stacks, they're so risky, and but you know, if any of them that are successful, that will raise the prize, which is what you want. And that's definitely what I want. And I've cleared the cache before. I cleared the cache before I even started, because I do that all the time. Sometimes I'll clear the cache, and then I'll just uninstall the app and then reinstall it. I do that a lot. So maybe when we get down here, and you know, maybe if I start a little bit earlier down here, maybe I'll get an order down here that'll put me up towards 60. So that'll be good. Gambling with the temperature of 2 people's dinner is disaster. It's a good cat. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, just like Dashing Maverick always said, you know, if you're not dirty stacking, you're not living. And, you know, and the thing is, I mean, you know, and the only reason that I would ever know that I can do it is the fact that, you know, I know Shelbyville real well. I know Franklin real well. And I know Columbus really well, too. You know, Greensburg, I'm still trying to learn a little bit. Greenfield, I'm still trying to learn a little bit there, to where, you know, it's quality dirty stack, I can do it. See, which is one of the reasons why I think Franklin and Shelbyville are the only 2 that I'm really going to do that with, because I know the area real well. and Columbus too. If I decide to go to Columbus on Sundays, then, because I do well in Columbus on Sunday, then then I'll be able to get the dirty stacks, in, because I know the areas real well. It's not easy. Oh, there you are, Welshman. Welcome in. All right, welcome back. But yeah, I mean, dirty stacks, they are risky to do. But I mean, if you know the area real well, but the thing is, if I'm going to do a dirty stack, I have to make sure that I can do the DoorDash first. That I want to make sure that the DoorDash gets delivered first, and then I'll do the Uber. But I have to look at the streets to where I know, are they both going in the same direction, and how far apart are they as far as delivery? But if I get the DoorDash delivered first, then then I'm not in trouble with that. Then I can just go ahead and do the Uber. I mean, I haven't had any negative aspect, from Uber as far as that's concerned. I mean, nothing's been ever said to me about that. The only thing that I've had, anything said was the fact that, they give you 2 warnings when you have an order. They give you 2 warnings. The first warning, they say, hey, the customer's waiting, are you on your way to pick it up? Then the second one, they give you a second one that says, hey, you only got such and such a time, or we have to take it from you, and then give it to someone else. So DoorDash doesn't do that, but Uber does. So, but it's just like with anything else. You pay your money, you take your chances, But I want to do the dirty stack and it just makes it more fun, for the contest, because any successful one, it raises the prize. That's what I want to see. I mean, I would love to see the prize raised, because like I said, I'm in a giving mood, guys. I'm in a real giving mood. You guys gave to me when you helped me get my channel. You guys did that. You guys were liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing, the content, telling everybody about, what it was, and just watching my live streams, and recommending that. That's all you guys. This is my opportunity to do that. Just like Jim Carrey said, and Batman Forever has said, now you can be part of the action, and that's what I want it to be. You guys are part of the action, because we're one big community.